Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Monstrositus one, Monstrositus X, back at you again with some more creativity. Yeah, this is probably why I have so much trouble with my inking and drawing, and because I don't focus on one thing at a time, and I know I need to, but I get bored and I need to find another outlet. Well, it's not really bored. It's my brain starts like like brain freeze or creative blocks or whatever you want to call it. You get stuck on stupid and you need to find another. I need to find another avenue of creativity. So I was watching this video. Um, is a video by a guy called Marco Bucci. I think that's his name. Marco, Marcobucci. Right? So he was doing this, he did this video that I saw yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon, early afternoon, brunch time, something like that, 11, 12 o'clock, right? So anyway, I watched the video, and because I saw the video and it just looked sick because what he was showing, it said 3D art with 2D skills. And I watched the video several times because the way it looked like he was showing you how to draw and make it look three-dimensional, right? But what he was actually doing was showing how to draw over 3D imaging like this. And I said to myself, hey, he was doing it in Blender. So I said, hey, I got Blender. And as it turns out, I didn't remember. I knew I had downloaded it, but I didn't know. I thought it was sometime this year, maybe late last year. But it's been 2 years. June 2019 that I downloaded. Well, it says date modified, so I have to assume that this is when I downloaded this shit, right? So I've had this shit on my computer for 2 years and I've never even hardly looked at it because I wasn't into my creativity. My mom's passed in around 2016 and I have been taking care of her for years. Since my father passed in 2002, I have been basically taking care of my mom. So anyway, she passed and I know it fucked with me, but I had already stopped drawing like back in 2008, 2009, right? And I was only really creating story plot lines and character origins, abilities, names for characters, stuff like that. Stuff to build a story with. I got that in spades. And that's why Might is going to be a huge ass story because I've got that in spades. Story, plot lines, character outlines, plot lines, origin stories, all types of things. And I've got multiple stories. That's why it's going to be a massive story. I'm going to bring to y'all a massive universe. I'm hoping I shouldn't even been fucking with this because I'm trying to finish the Mike cover so that I can get my sign-up page started. I'm almost there. So anyway, I saw this. I came in here and I said, damn, I had it all this time and I've never fucked with it. And I've been fucking with some clay. Y'all might have saw some videos about me doing the statue. Well, the reason why I haven't gone back to that is because the framework that I was using to build everything that I was doing to build the Vespis being torn apart, like on the cover of the J League Cyberfrog cover, I was doing it. And what happened is, as I was adding the clay, the weight got so heavy that what I was using just started breaking down, and it was I was having to tear the whole thing apart in order to reinforce it. And it's not that I'm not doing it, it's just that I had to get back to something that I know that I could finish and that I had complete control of. See, I can't sell that without Ethan's permission. And so, and anyway, so I went back into, I said, let me get back to might. I have full control over might. So let me get back to the developing this stuff, but my inking is the problem. For some reason, I just wasn't getting it. I've started getting it, but anyway, this guy was showing this Marco Bucci, and the video is called "Draw Character Concepts from Any Angle and Any Lighting," and in the thumbnail it says 3D art with 2D skills. So anyway, he was showing us how to do this it's a year-old video, and he was showing us how to do it in Blender, and I recognized that I had Blender, so I just started fucking with it. Very first time, never fucked with any type of digital program before in my life. I've barely even molded clay that much, but I know I'm artistically inclined, so I know that I've got some kind of skills, you know. It's just what I need to believe in order to do what I do. I've never had any type of real formal training, and I took 2 classes, Introduction to Art, in my freshman year in high school, and that's like back in the 70s. So that's just it. Drawing, clay, pottery, not even really clay. It was mostly pottery. It is dealing with clay, but I wasn't able to just do whatever I wanted. They're teaching you the fundamentals of drawing and clay. The second year was clay, pottery, stuff like that. I never got to any advanced skill sets. But anyway, I started fucking with this for about an hour at first, and then I stopped after that. And this is not what I came out with. Before I started making this video, I came back in and started tweaking it again, because this is more how I intended it to be, right? But it just kind of got out of hand, like a lot of my drawings do sometimes. I'll be creating one thing and it morphs into something else. It's not what I intended. So, like, I have all of these character ideas in my brain, so I'll start on something and then another thing will get in my head and I'll start straying. And that's what happened with this. He was supposed to have a muzzle more like this. He was supposed to have this sort of a look, where his nose is just straight down like this, and his mouth and lips were kind of, but this is what happened. And I just figured out how to do this, how to back this shit up, just before I started this video. But this is what I was doing. This is how I had it. Let me, give me that sweet, sweet love. Okay, that's it. And this isn't all of it, because it was worse than this. He had way bigger lips. And I'm going to show it to you. It's just that I wanted to make sure I got this before I lost, because I don't know what's going to happen when I bring up the other version. I don't know if I'm going to lose the ability to morph this back or what. Once I save it, I might forget all of the backward stuff. So this is close to what it was when I finished it yesterday. I'm going to pull that one up now. But when I gotta save this one first, but I'm gonna put it back to what it was, the intentional way. This is more of how it wound up being. See, I'm gonna show you exactly what it wound up being. It's just mainly right here in the muzzle and the nose that changed. So I'm gonna save this. Let me save this. And put this one here. Let's see. Okay, I'll save this one as muzzle. Okay. Let me save this as muzzle. Nope. Muzzle. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, save that as muzzle. And hopefully oh no. Okay, I'm gonna, before I didn't do it right because I was supposed to put it back. Okay. Let me put it back. Oh, why don't you? There we go. There we go. Now we can save this. Okay. Put this back now. Save it again as muzzle. Let's put muzzle 2. There it is. And I got all the muzzle 2. All right. Well, just put muzzle 1. Okay. All right. Okay, now that we got that, now let's bring up this other stuff. All right, this is the original one. This is how I finished it. After about an hour or so, fiddling with it, because I had to watch this video to understand what to do, what to use. So while I was watching it, I was kind of fiddling with it. Started out with a ball and then just pulled and pushed and did all kinds of things that the dude was doing. And this is more how it turned out to be before I went back in. This is my first rendition of it. And I liked it. I was like, damn, look at the different angles you could get on it. Look at how the structure of the face. You could use this. I see what they do with that digital sculpting or model thing or mannequin, digital mannequin online that they have. Pose something for artists to use for references. Well, getting angles like this as references is very helpful. So I believe that this is a very good product that I could use regularly. It might take me a little minute. And not only that, if Might is a success the way I believe it's going to be, I can make my own, I could design my own toys. I don't have to pay anybody else or keep sending materials or having them keep doing it over and over or whatever to make sure that they get it right. I could do it myself. This is a great program. I could smooth out some of these things a little more, and I probably will, because I did smooth out the lips. Here you can see after I went in and I kind of popped it up a little and smoothed out some things. You see your brow is a little smoother and the lips are smoother, and he just looks crazy, man. I put some traps on him and put his the neck muscles here. I forget what they are called. I don't even know if I really knew what they were called, but these right here, these big neck muscles. But anyway, I love this thing. I don't have to worry about holding lines or ink or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm going to use this for drawing. I will as reference, stuff like that, because you could put lighting, you can add all kinds of lighting and camera and all kinds of things that you could do with this. This is what's so great about it. I can't wait to find the lights and all of that and get that done, get that on there. I can't wait to really start messing with this. Right now I can't because I gotta get Mike out, but at least get my campaign started working on that. But yeah, this is my very first attempt at using Blender, and man, I'm telling you, I'm liking it. You can see the nose. I put the nostrils in. Just very roughly. I didn't try to go all out because I just was trying to acclimate myself to the program. And yo, this is sick. You can see the line doesn't go exactly. It should go right about here into here. Right here on the face. That's easily fixed. I've really learned a lot in about an hour and a half. I learned a lot about what to do and how to do this. There's things that I really need to learn about rendering part of it and adding things to it, because at this stage I don't know that if you can add things to this, or do I just have to pull? If I wanted to turn this into a full torso, I would have to pull it from out of here, or can I add things to it? But there's a process of adding to it right at the outset, but I didn't know what I was creating. I just was kind of winging it. The ears kind of just happened, and it looked good, so I left it. I was just creating a head, and then it turned out to be this type of animalistic, bestial form. And that's why I said once I saw the ears, and then I intended for the big, thick brow, but the muzzle was supposed to be like how I showed you before. So anyway, yeah, there's one thing I learned. Another thing I learned about this, you see how this guy came out, right? He looks big and muscular and sick, kind of demonic and shit like that, right? So I gotta learn how to pull the eyes out of there. That's not gonna be too hard, but keeping them round and all of that and filling that space, I gotta learn all of that stuff. So anyway, this right here, this button right here is some kind of perspective button. And when I pressed it, it had an effect on it. And I'm about to show it to you. Because it made him look crazy thick. He just got all big and muscular and massive. So look at this. Bing! God damn! He's like, it like took the perspective off and he just got swole. His face just looked massive, like he just ate a fucking cow all by himself. Like he ate a whole cow. But yeah, it's turned out looking, and I can do whatever I want from here. It's such a great program. I used to spend hours on Here Comes the Pain, the wrestling game from WWE, and just creating characters. I'd spend all day creating 1 or 2 characters, and just so that I could have them wrestle and all of that shit. So this is going to become one of my favorite programs, because being able to create, just seeing it move would be the only thing that I could ask for that's more. And I think there are programs that you can do that. I think there is some kind of animation thing in this. But again, I am astounded, I am ecstatic, and I am loving this program. I'm going to be diving into this a little bit more, creating digital statues and seeing what else I could get out of this, man. This is like during the winters when my fingers don't feel like pressing that hard ass clay, I can fuck with digital shit. And then when it gets warm again, I'll go back to the regular clay because I got 200 pounds of that, no, 150 pounds practically of clay, and I've only started one statue so far. So I'm going to be fucking doing some sick ass shit, man. And I'm loving it already. So just look at this. Look at homeboy. Look at homeboy. He looking like he ready to eat somebody's soul. I'll tear your soul apart. Ha 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 ha. Oh, excuse me. Nah, this is good, man. This is really good, man. I'm really liking this. So, yeah. Get you some Blender, man. Learning 3D helps your 2D art. Learning 3D sculpting helps your 3-dimensional art because you can see. You're training your eye to see things in 3 dimensions. So these hard angles that you see, that you can mess with. See, like, knowing where to put this cheekbone can be difficult. Knowing how far to come down here with these folds and how the mouth and lips come around here. All of these things is beneficial from different angles. And for people who are not familiar with drawing all of these angles, like me, I hardly ever draw from like angles like this or angles like this. This stuff is all helping me. Look at how those angles get in it. Hold on, look at. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, why don't you? Oh, why don't you burn down alive? Woo. I'm sorry, I'm trying to write this spoof song called Granny Love. Give me that Granny Love. For all these fucking old women they trying to push on us in these movies and TV shows. Well, you know about it, but we're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about that in another video, and you're going to see it in my premiere of Granny Love. So Mike is going to be dropping. I'm hoping to get this cover finished so that I could drop the sign-up page tomorrow and on the 30th. If not, I'm hoping for the 31st of December. And then we're going to launch the last week of January. So, yeah, baby. I'm hoping that I can get this. I'm scared and I'm nervous, and I've never been scared and nervous about my drawings before. I've never had pressure on me like that. I've been drawing for over 50 years, man, and I've never had pressure on me like I've got pressure on me now. And it's just that I've never sold anything to anybody. I've never sold anything of my creativity to anyone. And I'm just scared and nervous, man. And I've never experienced that before, man. I've been shot at before. I've had bullets whiz past me, and I've never felt so much uncertainty and second guessing myself and nothing like this. So, man, it's just a new experience that I've never felt. And yeah, I hope you guys like what I'm going to be trying to bring to you guys, because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to be doing some more of these, man. I think my art streams are going to be doing some of this stuff. I'm going to be coming back in the daytimes for doing art streams and drawing streams and stuff like that. But it's going to be doing this shit, man. I really am going to be doing this shit. I think I'm going to fucking try and do me one of those, I don't know why. Every time I get on, my nose starts fucking with me. Every time I try to do a video or something. But anyway, let me get the fuck up out of here and look for Might. It's coming on Indiegogo, and it's going to be a massive universe that I'm bringing to you with multiple different superheroes, multiple bad guys, multiple books will be coming to you in the second campaign. So you know that it's not just going to be a one-hitter quitter. It's going to be going for the rest of my life. Well, maybe not the rest, but at least for the next 15 to 20 years, Might is going to be coming to you through Indiegogo, and we're going to be building and getting y'all interested, because I'm telling you, you've never seen superheroes like mine coming out of Comicsgate. You haven't. I've seen a lot of shit coming out of Comicsgate, and most of it is werewolves and vampires and shit like that. There's a little superheroes, and I'm not saying that they're not good. I don't know, because I haven't gotten all of the books. I haven't gotten a lot of the books, so I don't know what I'm not going to put down somebody's work. I'm just saying that from what I've seen of a lot of these books, they're not what I'm bringing you. I'm bringing you superheroes. I'm going to be bringing you demons and all of that. Probably werewolves and vampires and all of that other type of stuff too. But yeah, Mike. All right, I'm out of here. Get at your boy. Do all of that. Subscribing. We need you to subscribe to Goddamn Comics and Mike and not Mike. Yes, Mike too, but we need you to subscribe to Goddamn Comics and I Monstrositus X. Those are two channels that I'm running. This one is my art channel, Goddamn Comics, and that's where Mike and all of that's going to be coming through, but we're going to be promoting on both if we can. So yeah. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Thanks for participating, and I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, keep looking. There's going to be a lot more of this coming your way. A lot more. I love this shit.